Hey there, it's Tanya with Free Range Cottage, and I have got a thrift haul for you today. And I haven't done this in a while because I've been doing more cleaning out and getting things more minimal, easy to take care of, more than I've been thrifting or antiquing. But I'm redoing a couple of rooms, giving them a little bit of a glow up or whatever you want to call it. And so then back to the antiquing, thrifting we go, which, as if you've been around at all, you know that my husband Rob loves to go thrifting and antiquing. He really enjoys looking at the history of things and finding vintage things as well. So I'm kind of grateful that I have a partner in crime in that. But we went out on the weekend, and I did find a few things that I wanted to share with you. And everything that I'm getting, I'm kind of defining my style as modern cottage, and I have for the last few years been moving towards that direction and calling it modern cottage, which to me is a mix of new with vintage and just a little bit more clean lines and a little bit less clutter. I have an entire style guide about it on my website or blog, whichever you want to call it. And you know, Country Living just did an article and said that modern cottage is the newest, quote, you know, trend coming up in 2026. And you know, we've been calling ourselves modern cottage for a while, so we were really happy to see that, and because we really enjoy the style. But I've been putting style guides and all kinds of fun stuff over on the blog, and not just for modern cottage, but maybe you like a coastal cottage, or you like it a little more boho, or you really like cottage core. How about chateau core? Have you heard of that one? I just posted an article about that one. So anyway, on to the thrift haul, and I'm going to show you these few things that I got and how I plan on using them. Not everything I found was vintage, but I did find some great vintage pieces and things that are vintage inspired, or even just a little bit of a modern touch. For example, this first one, I'm not sure if this is vintage or not. I'm guessing it's probably not. It has no markings on it, but I thought it was a really neat little vase. It's kind of a smoky color. And again, it's got a little bit more of a modern touch to it, which I really like mixing in with my modern cottage style. Truth be told, my husband Rob loves mid-century. I'm very particular about what mid-century I have. I don't like an overall feeling of mid-century, but I'm starting to like a few touches of it here, just to give the interiors just a little bit of edge so it doesn't end up looking too stuffy. The next thing I found, and this is anything anthropology, I generally tend to love grabbing, and I found two of these. They're little mosaic line, and I've always liked these, and I've wanted to get more black and white in my cottage because I have loved black and white color schemes since I was a little kid, and I've never just really leaned into it because I live with other people, and certain other people like color, and I do like color in the right doses, but I do love a good dose of black and white. So this was $6. Oh, and I don't think I said on that little vase was $3. And what I'm actually going to use that little vase, let me go back to that because I forgot to say, it's great for just a little bouquet of flowers or whatever, but I just saw this really neat technique to grow orchids in water, and tell me in the comments if you've ever heard of that. And I have one that wasn't doing all that great, but I'm going to try it in that little vase, and I think it'll look really cute if I can get it growing and doing well and blooming. I think that would look great. Okay, back to the Anthropologie mug. I paid, well, let me show you. I got two of them, two of the mugs. They are perfect. They still had tags on the bottom, so they've never been used. And I got the little sort of salad dessert plates that say bonjour on them. and you can see the Anthropologie marking on there. And I got these for $6 per set of plate and mug, so $12 total. They still carry these, and we looked it up, and I think it was like around $61 for these 4 pieces. And I can't remember if that was before or after tax, but anyway, it was quite the savings. So that's what always brings me back to thrifting and antiquing. Okay, next, so the first thing that I showed you, that vase, was from Goodwill. And then now I want to show you this mirror that was from Goodwill. And that mirror was $14.99, and then it had the color that was half off. So we got it for what, like $7.50. And I'm just really excited that's going to go in my upstairs bathroom if it fits. It's a pretty good size mirror, and that's a small bathroom, but I kind of wanted something bigger, and we're going to put a brand new vanity in there. So I did want something with a little bit of a vintage touch to it to bring that in, bring that warmth and that cottage style in. Now the next thing I found, I kind of surprised myself because like I said, I'm kind of streamlining into black and white and cream and gray and just a lot of texture. That is, I know a lot of people are tired of the non-color, and I get it, but I just love a lot of texture and that layered feeling, and it gives me a really peaceful feeling home. But I also like touches of color and handmade things in the right amount. And I found this gorgeous scrap quilt, and I just couldn't even believe. I love these touches of purple because I do actually have my eye on some dishes from Anthropologie that are a lilac color. They're pottery, and I'm watching to see if those are going to go on sale, and I'm pretty sure I linked those in my LTK. If you're not following me over on LTK and Amazon, I have storefronts in both of those places, and I put mood boards and different little videos and things in there, and you'll find the link in the description to those things. So that's another place you can find me. And so I loved this touches of purple, and you can see that this is I love that it was just random. This is a quilter stash quilt, right? And they've been quilting for a long time from what I can tell. Some of these fabrics look really old, and because I have some, my grandmother and great-grandmother were both quilters, and I have some quilts of theirs, and I recognize some of the older looking fabrics. And so let me try to show you all of this. It's just got every color under the rainbow, but yet it doesn't feel chaotic. So I think it will add just a really nice touch either in my bedroom or out here on my neutral sofa. And look at the sort of butter yellow it's got in there. That is a really hot color. And even, you know, Shay McGee of McGee & Co. is talking about the butter yellow is very popular right now. So that was, and you can see it's hand quilted. I tend to wonder if it was hand pieced as well. It looks like almost that it could have been. But that was $35, and it's a large size throw. Possibly could be a twin, but I don't think it's quite that big. But still a nice size, really well made. I did go ahead and wash it and dried it on low, and it did beautiful, no problems at all. No really major spots or anything like that. Just a beautiful piece that I couldn't pass up. Also in that same flea market slash antique mall, those first 2 pieces were Goodwill, like I said, but then this was, I think it's called Metro Antiques, if I'm not mistaken. It's in Springdale, Arkansas, and it's on 71B. So if you're local, you probably know exactly where I'm talking about. It had turned from an antique mall, flea market kind of place, and then it got mostly new things in there for a while. It was more boutique style, which I don't hate, but you just have to know what you're looking for. If you're looking for vintage, a lot of times you can't find it there, or the pricing is very boutique, and so a lot of times that's not what I'm looking for. But now I think it might have new owners. There was a couple in there that I don't recognize, and there's a lot more vintage stuff going on. It's gone back to sort of its roots. And so I will definitely be visiting there again. And this is a set of baskets, and I am always a sucker for these vintage baskets. They're not so easy to find in my area anymore, and these are usually pretty pricey anymore. And I got the set of 3 for $23, so I did not think that was too bad, and I am going to use that as wall decor. And you can see it's still got that sort of modern textured feeling for my modern cottage style, which, you know, many of these things could go a lot of different directions. Okay, and then I don't know if I showed you this one or not. I cannot remember for the life of me, but this wasn't on that same day, but it was at another antique mall that I found this really big zebra pillow. And I love an animal print, and that's a little bit more of a modern, almost leaning towards boho or even classic, traditional style. But again, that black and white, bringing a little bit of that in, but you can see it's adding a lot of texture. It's not just sitting there blending in, it's holding its own. And I have that on my brownish gray sofa, and I really love how this black and white pops. And then I also got a set of gold nesting tables, which is unusual for me. I tend to grab so many rustic things that to get that little bit of modern edge in here, I wanted to get some different types of surfaces, and that's a way to keep it interesting, is have some shiny surfaces, have some rustic, have you know, just different sheens with your paint and with your accessories and your pieces of furniture will give some dimension to a room. The next thing that I want to show you, now I have the glass and everything to this. This is a big vintage picture frame, and picture frames are something that I had gotten away from picking up because there were so many new ones available. Well, those have gone up in price as well, especially large ones, and especially solid wood ones that have, you know, a patina look to them. It seems like the ones that are supposed to be vintage, quote, looking in the store, they just look like just not well done, you know, sanded paint, and they just don't look really good. So I prefer the vintage patina on the real ones. So I have a whole collection of these. I didn't just buy this just now, but I wanted to show it to you because I have a whole collection of these, and they're all different, a little bit different. And I'm eventually going to find some prints and some artwork to put in these different frames. And so I just wanted you to be on the lookout for that and stay tuned for that. I have a few things in the works. And another thing that I wanted to tell you about was I'm starting a series coming up. It'll be at least 3 or 4 videos through the fall here, and it's going to be about antiquing and thrifting in the Ozarks. And tell me if that is something that would interest you, something that you would watch. And if you'll do me a favor, put down in the comments below, what would you be looking for if you were thrifting or antiquing in the Ozarks? And I'm going to take you along to some different places, some places that we've never actually been, and we're going to look for our cottage style finds and see what's out there. So I hope you'll follow along for that, and I hope you'll go over to the website, and don't just subscribe here, subscribe over there at the website, because I send out a newsletter, and you'll see everything going on, and you won't miss anything, and style guides and buying guides and reviews and all the fun articles and everything that we're doing on freerangecottage.com as well. And if you're still here till the end, I thank you so much. We ought to be friends, and I will see you next time here at Free Range Cottage.